Hi everyone, welcome back. And in today's video we want to solve for the value of y. Okay, so we have y times y times y plus y is equal to 10. So what is the value of y? Solution: we have y times y times y, this is y cubed, plus y, this is equal to 10. Okay, so we can take this 10 to the left hand side so that we will have y cubed plus y, this is equal to minus 10, this is equal to 0. Okay, so we can write this 10 as follows. You will have y cubed plus y minus 10 can be written as 8 plus 2. Okay, and this is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can write this 8 with a base of 2. Okay, so that we'll have y cubed plus y minus, this is 2 cubed plus 2, this is equal to 0. Okay, right, so we'll have y cubed plus y minus, this is 2 cubed minus 2, this is equal to 0. Okay, so that we'll have y cubed minus 2 cubed plus y minus 2, this is equal to 0. Okay, so you can see clearly the first part, this is the difference of cubes expressed as a cubed minus b cubed, and this is given as a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, so now you proceed to solve this. This is y cubed minus 2 cubed, this can be expressed as y minus 2. Okay, this is y squared plus 2y plus, this is 2 squared, which is equal to 4. Okay, so that now we have the first part and the second part. Our first part is the difference of cube, and we have the second part, so we combine the two parts so that we'll have y minus 2 y squared plus 2y plus 4 plus y minus 2, so everything here, this is equal to 0. Okay, so you can see y minus 2 is common, so we factor out y minus 2 so that we'll have y minus 2, this will have y squared plus 2y plus 4, this is now, since we have factored out y minus 2, this is plus 1, this is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll have the first part as y minus 2, this is equal to 0, so that means that y is equal to 2. That's the first value of y, which is equal to 2. Now we have the second part, which is expressed as y squared plus 2y plus 5, this is equal to 0. Okay, now this forms a quadratic equation. Okay, this is a quadratic equation, okay, and this quadratic equation has got a discriminant value which is less than 0, which is expressed as b squared minus 4ac, which is less than 0. Okay, so in our quadratic equation we have a, which is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and then c is expressed as 5. Okay, so now we'll have, this is 2 squared minus 4 times a, our a is 1, times c, which is 5, so this is going to give us minus 16, which is less than 0. Okay, so that means that we have two complex roots. Okay, we have two complex roots, and these are imaginary roots. Okay, so let's solve the two complex roots. Okay, have y squared plus 2y plus 5, and our discriminant value is given as minus 16, which is less than 0. So we solve for the two complex roots as follows. So these two complex roots are expressed in form of, that is y1 is equal to a plus ib, and y2, this is expressed as a minus ib. Okay, so we solve for this y1 and y2. So for y1 and y2, we apply the quadratic formula, which is expressed as minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by everything by 2a. Okay, remember we have our a equal to 1, our b equal to 2, and our c equal to 5, okay, from our quadratic equation. Okay, so we just substitute these values so that we'll have minus 2 plus or minus, this is the square root of, this is 2 squared, okay, minus 4 times 1 times 5 divided by 2, okay. So this means that we'll have minus 2 plus or minus, this is the square root of negative 16 divided by 2, okay. And now an interesting part, if you apply the complex identity, if we have the complex identity that state that negative 1 this is expressed as I, negative 1 is equal to I, so that we'll have minus 2 plus or minus, this is the square root of 16I divided by 2, and the square root of 16 is 4, so this means we'll have minus 2 plus or minus, this will now give you 4I divided by 2, so that now the two roots, that is on y1 and y2, this will be given us, in other ones we'll have this is minus 2 divided by 2 plus or minus 4I divided by 2, so that means that y1 is equal to minus 1 plus 2I, and y2, this is given us minus 1 minus 2I, and these are the two complex roots or the imaginary roots. So that means that we have three solutions. We have three solutions. And the first one is the real root, that is the real root, which is given us y. Remember we were able to calculate the first value of y, which is 2, okay, and the two complex roots, y1 which is minus 1 plus 2I, and y2 which is minus 1 minus 2I. So these are the three solutions which are well explained. Thank you for watching and kindly subscribe.